All right, for this video, we've got these new kitchen cabinets installed here. Well, I installed them. I should have made a video on that. I'll do a video on how to install the countertop and cut out the sink and all that, and then how to do a tile backsplash. This video is going to be about how to drill for your handle poles. These three, well, four, I guess, 4.5, because that one's half done. I did old school with math and here's my template. So I just set the paper there, corner to corner, edge to edge, and my little pluses, that's where I drill. So that's my template to get these holes to line up. What I decided to do, there's that. Basically, this is going to be a review of the Kreg Cabinet hardware jig. It's super awesome. It's like 20-25 bucks, something like that. There's a link below, but check out how easy this is. So what you're going to need is the jig, a 3/16 drill bit. I got some chapstick and a crescent wrench and another phone, but you don't need those. You just need those two. Well, you should probably ought to have a drill too, and that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna open this bad boy up and show you what's in it and how to set it up. All right, here's what comes in it. You got the box, the jig itself, this stuff. If you want to register your product, that's how you do it. And here's an owner's manual, tells you own it, how to set it up. And then here's all the set screws and guides. I'm gonna have to get another phone holder stand thing so I can record and do it all at the same time. Okay, so here's the jig. I'm gonna flip it upside down, and then this piece is gonna go in here like so. Okay, you got your arrows pointing to the measuring sides, which aren't that accurate, most likely. These are gonna go in, and then these black knurl nuts, or whatever you wanna call them, are gonna go on the other side. Takes two hands again. Okay, so I've got these holding that back bracket on. This front, it's got these two little bad boys. And what they do is that's actually your drill holes, okay? They're preset, and they've got that little metal sleeve inside to guide the drill bit so it goes straight in, which is the problem. Like if you're drilling in your cabinet and you go at an angle like this, it's not gonna work out. It's gotta be perfectly level for both holes in order to get your hardware to work out all right. All right, it's got these two little felt pieces, well, rubber pieces or something. They're just gonna go right here and here. So as you slide this up and down a cabinet, it's not gonna mark it up. Kind of like that. Isn't that pretty? All right, so that's kind of how it's gonna go. Obviously, I've gotta set this up correctly. To do that, I'm gonna grab one of my handles. This works for knobs as well. Basically anything that you're gonna do repeat drilling and you want them to line up. Like you can get them to line up like this with old school math, but let me tell you, that took a while. That kind of sucks. So now I'm just gonna loosen these up and adjust them to get the proper length. All right, so I split these out. And do that, you loosen these, and then it kind of has a little one of these little guide holes. Okay, you're gonna loosen this back side, pull this out this direction, and then you can slide it up and down. So I've test fit 2 of the screws into the handle, so the handle fits that way. Okay, so I know those are set correctly. Now the next thing I need to do is set that depth when I put it on the cabinet, my depth is where I want it, okay? Obviously I don't want the handle right there. I'm gonna adjust it to be over here. Then the only thing I really have to do is mark my height, keep my height consistent. And then I'll be able to get these handles to all match really, really easily. There's a few more steps. Stay tuned. Okay, these are the holes that I did old school, like with a measuring tape and pencil. Measured over, split this rail so I got right in the center, and then I went up to match the bathroom cabinets. What I've done is I've loosened up these black knobs and I've slid this over. So now you can see we're lining up right there. And when you're ready to use this, I'm gonna be measuring up on my other cabinets from the bottom up. I'm gonna put a lock on this, hold on a sec. There we go. So now it's ready to drill. When I go to drill each of these cabinets, I'm just gonna measure up from the bottom and give myself a small pencil line here that I can erase easy. And then I can drill my holes and they'll all perfectly match up height-wise on each cabinet. So everything will be super standard. That's the easiest way to do it. Kreg sells some larger grip type things that'll work out a lot better, like vice grips, but they're rubber with huge bite, so they'd be able to reach around like this. Oh dang. So those might be a good idea for you. All right, there's a better connection for this clamp, is from the bottom. Then it's not wobbly like before. I tried to get it from here and it just barely caught. So you can use all kinds of different clamps to hold these things, but you want to have it held in place. Otherwise your holes are not gonna line up. If it slides a little bit, you can see that hole's lined up. This hole's lined up. These are the ones I've done by hand. I'll set the jig on the next cabinet and I'll show you as I drill how easy it is. All right, so my measurement from here to the bottom of the jig is 1 15/16. So I've got my pencil mark here. It's pencil, so I can lick my finger and rub it off. That's important. Won't be able to clean it up easy. I'm gonna loosen my clamp, flip the jig over, and drill this one. Okay, so I've set my jig. I'm gonna try this left-handed, single-handed. Super slow and easy. I'm going to move that door since it was in the way. Pull it out occasionally to clean out, since tight spot. Okay, that one's gone through. What I mean by clean out, see how the drill bit's full of all the wood shavings? If you don't clean that out by pulling it out every few turns, it's just gonna pack in there, make it more difficult to get a nice hole drilled. It'll create a lot of heat and all that. Let's see if I can drop this easily. Okay, so there's your holes. We've got this side, we've got this side, and now all I've got to do is throw on the hardware and erase my Little pencil mark there. See how easy that was? Little mark there as well. Okay, it's a bit more noisy. I opened up the balcony window because it's getting kind of hot and humid in here. So there it is. All I've got to do is tighten those up, and there's your new hardware installed. So quick, so easy. Before, you can see how I had to wallow these out just a little bit by tilting the drill up and down just a tiny bit, because it was just at the wrong angle like I explained before. And if you go in at the wrong angle, that screw is not going to be able to line up right. So if you know, say if I came through and drilled at that angle, that's not right. It's got to be totally square. Anyways, I'll get these done, show you when it's finished. Cool tool, well worth it. All right, there's all the handles installed. That took about 20, maybe 30 minutes to get the rest of them on, where those 3 drawers alone took me probably an hour to get those all exact right. This tool, the Kreg Cabinet hardware jig, is absolutely worth every penny. Like I said, I think it's 20 something bucks. Definitely do it. Remember earlier when I told you you'll need to clean out your drill bit? You can see here the built up sawdust as it comes out. It clogs those channels in the drill bit. And if you don't clean it out as you're drilling, you end up pushing. I got a little excited. And this is what will happen if you don't clean out that bit properly. Only happened on one cabinet, kind of sucks. But basically what's happening is the drill bit, instead of cutting the wood, it's pushing through the wood. So take your time cleaning it out. Really all you got to do is pull the drill out with it running and it'll clean itself out. That's really it. Thanks for watching. Be sure and subscribe. Again, check down in the description for a link. Really cool tool.